The rising tension between India and Pakistan indicates that India may strike Pakistan soon. Before I discuss the matter, let me make this very clear that this video has been made for educational and informative purposes only. It discusses a real world event using verified sources without graphic content. It does not promote violence or sensationalism in any way. So now let's begin. The recent Pahalgam attack involved 5 armed militants targeting tourists near Pahalgam in Indian-administered Jammu and Kashmir, resulting in the deaths of 28 civilians on April 22. The assault occurred at the Paisaran Valley tourist site and is regarded as the deadliest such incident in India since the 2008 Mumbai attacks. At least 3 survivors of the attack told the Associated Press that the gunmen specifically targeted Hindu men, shooting them at close range. Among the victims were a Nepali citizen and a local Muslim pony ride operator. As Shanya Dividevi, whose husband was killed, recounted how a gunman approached the couple and demanded her husband recite the Islamic declaration of faith. When he replied that he was Hindu, the attacker shot him point blank in the head, she said. According to her, he was in her lap and she was drenched in his blood. This horrifying incident has led to escalating tension between the two countries. Pakistan announced on Wednesday that it had credible intelligence indicating that India is preparing to launch an attack within days. India has taken steps to penalize Pakistan, accusing it of supporting the attack in Pahalgam. The incident has escalated tensions between the two nuclear-armed neighbors to their most serious levels since 2019, when a suicide bombing in Kashmir nearly pushed us to war. The disputed region is claimed in full by both nations but is divided between them. Pakistan stated that its intelligence indicates India is planning military action within the next 24 to 36 hours. There was no immediate response from Indian authorities. However, reportedly, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has granted the armed forces full operational freedom to determine the method, targets, and timing of India's response to the Pahalgam massacre. The attack last week was claimed by a previously unknown militant group identifying itself as the Kashmir Resistance. India characterizes all militant activity in Indian-administered Kashmir as terrorism supported by Pakistan. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, in separate phone conversations with leaders from both India and Pakistan, emphasized the importance of avoiding a confrontation that could lead to devastating consequences. The US State Department also urged restraint, noting that Secretary of State Marco Rubio would be speaking with the foreign ministers of both countries. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar stated that he had clearly conveyed on behalf of the government and the nation that Pakistan would not initiate any escalation. However, he warned that any aggressive action by India would be met with a strong response. The massacre in Pahalgam triggered a wave of retaliatory diplomatic actions, including visa cancellations and the recall of diplomats. In a significant move, New Delhi suspended the Indus Waters Treaty with Islamabad and ordered the closure of its border with Pakistan. In retaliation, Pakistan shut down its airspace to Indian airlines. Meanwhile, cross-border gunfire between troops has intensified along the line of control. Furthermore, India's Cabinet Committee on Security, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, convened on Wednesday, the second such meeting since the Pahalgam attack. Do all of these incidents point towards a probable war in the near future? What do you think? Comment down your opinion. I will see you again in the next video. Bye for now.